you doing? Welcome to Flip Flop Flow, the Florida Travel Show. I'm your spunky and irreverent host, Adam P. Gill, and today we're going to go on a big fat Tennessee adventure. I know what you're thinking to yourself. But Adam, Tennessee's not Florida. Listen here, I don't give a shit, and I will turn this video around right now. So we're going to go on this adventure together, and you're going to like it, or else. My home state of Florida is a weird and beautiful place. It seems like everybody's got their own version of reality. This is mine. So on this Tennessee adventure, we're going to be visiting Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, and a little bit of Sevierville. A couple of my favorite places to visit in Tennessee. Honestly, I haven't been to the mountains in probably about 20 years, so it's going to be fun for the both of us. Come on, guys. Our first destination is going to be Gatlinburg, Tennessee, a bastion of tourism nestled in the Great Smoky Mountains. I will go ahead and say that Gatlinburg is a penultimate tourist destination and comes with all the expected features of a tourist destination, including but not limited to large crowds, cheesy souvenir stores, tourist traps, and every chain restaurant known to mankind. But underneath the kitsch is a mountain town experience like no other. A town of friendly places and friendly faces. How you doing there, guy? So ultimately, this is going to be my list of things that you have to do, as well as things that you don't have to do. And first up on the Miss Me list is the Space Needle. Why would you pay to go up in this thing when you can go to the bypass that I was at the beginning of the video for free? There's also the world's longest suspension bridge at Sky Park. I just honestly didn't have time to cover all the mountaintop parks. Maybe we'll do that in another non-Florida related video. And you know you're in the middle of Tourism Central when there's a Ripley's, believe it or not. Which, I actually do enjoy going to these. Don't judge me. I didn't actually go on this one, but right in the very front was a wooden chainsaw carving of Chainsaw Man. So, shout out to this Ripley's for being the coolest Ripley's, believe it or not, of all time. But I digress. Now that I've thoroughly tourist-shamed Gatlinburg, we're going to talk about the things that you absolutely have to do. And one of those things is checking out one of the many, many moonshine distilleries. This one in particular is the Sugarland Shine's home store. First impressions of when you first walk in, this is hillbilly heaven. And boy, do I feel right at home. There is wall-to-wall moonshine tastings, and a working moonshine still where they show you how they distill it. And just in case you didn't know, moonshine comes in every flavor under the sun. They should call this Sugarland's Robbins 31 flavors. You got sour apple, cotton candy, apple pie, butter pecan. You know, you got your traditional white lightning that comes 30 fights to the pint. Anything that you're willing to take responsibility for, they got it. I myself partook in a tasting for $5, after which they give you a $5 store credit. Including the showmanship, this was an amazing deal. Honestly, we tried half a billion flavors. I didn't record them all. This is like an orange creamsicle flavored, which was good. Also super strong. But ultimately, I went home with the Appalachia apple pie flavored. Because it tastes like manhood in the mountains. And the next thing on my must-do list is the Mountain Mall. Honestly, this is a piece of Gatlinburg history that you shouldn't miss. The family that currently owns the mall opened a general store in 1850. The general store moved to this site in 1910 and eventually grew into the full mall that you see today. Inside the mall are collectible stores and souvenir stores for just about everybody on your list. From comic book readers to cowboys to hot sauce enthusiasts. In the Mountain Mall, you never know what's going to be around the next corner. But also, and I mean this in the biggest way, there's air conditioning, so you don't have to shop in the heat or the cold. And in case you want to escape for a minute from the busyness of Gatlinburg, there's a gorgeous creek right out back of the Mountain Mall. The final place on my must-do list for Gatlinburg is a place called The Village. The Village is another one of those places that's been around pretty much as long as Gatlinburg has been around. And as pretty much advertised, it's a shopping center themed like a medieval Germanic village, which hosts an amazing array of shops and restaurants, and one such restaurant is the Pancake Pantry. If you have time to make it for breakfast, definitely do that. We did not. We were there for lunchtime, but they have a pretty extensive lunch menu as well. I ordered the grilled hot honey chicken bacon sandwich, and let me tell you, this thing was more chicken than sandwich, which made it amazing. Another fantastic addition was the homemade chips. But without further ado, let's use our patented rating system. I'm going to shoot it straight with you guys. The memory of this chicken sandwich lives rent-free in my mind. It was delicious. You know how they say don't judge a book by its cover? Well, I judge a restaurant by their chicken sandwich. This one was sweet, spicy, and sensuous in all the right ways. You didn't see me just drop that food on myself. But enough adjectives, let's actually rate it. 4 out of 5 flops! Just like a visit to your mom's house, I will be back for this again and highly recommend it to everyone else. And after you get finished stuffing your face, you can go to the old Smoky Candy Kitchen, where you can watch a man pull taffy in the window just like old times. Honestly, he's probably been doing it since then. Ooh, the craftsmanship. And if candy is not your favorite dessert, you can check out my favorite dessert, donuts from the donut fryer. If you happen to show up at an opportune time, you can watch them bake the donuts directly in the window. I also pre-apologize for my footage. It was really small in here, guys, and thus really hard to film. There's pretty much only one table in here with 2 chairs, and this is it. But despite the cramped conditions, the donut fryer offers one of the best donuts I've ever had in my big back life. And that's 32 years worth of saying something. Also, they got merch, they got an ATM, as well as an upstairs. I have no idea what's up there. Maybe that's where they keep the contraband that makes these donuts taste so good. Maybe this is a racketeering organization for the donut mafia. I don't know. But what I do know is I don't even mess with cake donuts like that. But these are amazing. I'm not trying to oversell it, but these cinnamon powdered cake donuts will change your life. They won't just blow your mind, they'll blow your soul. So get ready to have your big back mode automatically activated. Speaking of having your big back mode activated, one big back activity that you definitely have to engage in when you visit Gatlinburg is eating breakfast at a local pancake house. This one is called Little House of Pancakes, and it didn't disappoint on any level. It was little and a house with pancakes. And now here's a gratuitous shot of all 2 square feet of the interior. But let's be honest, people, nobody is here for the space. Everyone and their sister is here for the Paul Bunyan-sized flapjacks. My order came with a side of eggs and country ham, the standard accoutrement. But I just want to take a moment and ogle over these amazing pancakes. Look at the way that syrup glistens. Also, I just want to say this place had the biggest cups of coffee maybe in the entire world. Alright people, let's get down to brass tacks. I don't know what that means, but we're about to rate some food. Pillowy, vanilla-y. I'm running out of descriptors for these pancakes. You guys ever ate a memory foam mattress? Well, that's what this was like. It was a sweet dream in my mouth hole. And that syrup was just like hitting the snooze button on a Sunday. 5 out of 5 golden flops! This was an absolutely delicious meal. Not just for me, it was also Reese approved. She's my mom. Guys, I usually don't break the fourth wall like this, but that was good as hell. I will be back, and you should too. Thanks, me. Now back to me. Another thing you should definitely do in Gatlinburg is the Great Smoky Arts and Crafts community. The Great Smoky Arts and Crafts community is an 8-mile drive with arts and crafts stores everywhere. This is where you're going to find your souvenirs that nobody else has, guys. Seriously, I'm a huge fan of supporting local, and there is no shortage of talent. They have woodworkers. They have gold, jewels, and homemade jewelry. There's custom pottery. There's even people that photograph and frame pictures of outhouses. What more could you want? Well, I'll tell ya, I had to stop by this store with lots of yard ornaments and feast my eyes upon this giant Bigfoot statue. Squatch is my boy. But far and away the coolest place I visited that day was Viking Blade Supply. Viking Blade Supply is not your typical knife store, because while yes, they do sell knives, they also teach you how to smith your own. I happened to show up while they were in the shop and got to watch this gentleman at his craft. The owner of the shop was extremely welcoming and talked to me about the different types of blades you could make, and honestly it was just really cool and I felt like a dude. There is one other shop that you should visit, and that is Sparky's Glass Blowing. Not only does Sparky give live demonstrations, but he's also a consummate conversationalist and just an all-around great guy. He happened to give my mom a free Christmas ornament for her service in the Navy. Good on you, Sparky. The great smoky arts and crafts community is not to be missed. But when you're all crafted out, there's also a great place to eat. And that place is Three Jimmys. I don't know where they got the name. I guess three dudes named Jimmy own this. But Three Jimmys is like three restaurants in one. They have barbecue. They have pizza. They have some other item that I'd never learned what was. They have this bear wearing glasses. What's not to like? I'll tell you what's not to like. Nothing. Because this food was amazing. I ordered pulled pork and baked beans. And after eating that, let me tell you what, now I know why they call them the Smoky Mountains. It's for the barbecue, people. Do you hate me yet? Honest to goodness, this dish changed the way that I think about barbecue. It was rich and tangy and delicious, a far cry from the sweet barbecue that I'm used to at home. And that's why I'm going to rate it as follows. 4 of 5 golden flops! This was absolutely a must-have. Far away from the hustle and bustle of downtown Gatlinburg is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And one of the best places to visit in the national park is Cades Cove. As you can see, the drive to Cades Cove is absolutely gorgeous this time of year. You'll definitely want to take out your flip phone on the way and take some pictures, people. But I digress. The later months of the year in the Smokies are absolutely beautiful. Tip number 1, as soon as you enter the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, you'll want to stop at the Sugarlands Visitor Center or any of the other visitor centers, depending on where you're coming into the park, and get a parking pass. Parking passes are $5 and prevent you from getting any violations if you decide you want to go on a trail. Also, an honorable mention on the way to Cades Cove is the Little Greenbrier Schoolhouse. To get to it, you got to go down this crazy mountain road that's only one car width wide both ways. I thought we were going to go careening off the side at any moment. But anyways, here's the Little Greenbrier School that was originally built and established in the 1880s. A cool piece of history that's free to visit, and occasionally they even have reenactments, so definitely check it out. But now it's time to show you Cades Cove. You'll know you're at Cades Cove when it looks like this. Cades Cove is an 11-mile scenic loop that you can enjoy from the comfort of your own car. It's also free to enter. And you should know that if you're only doing the driving part, it could take you anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So make sure you plan enough time. So far, Cades Cove, absolutely freaking gorgeous. You know, I think I'm right. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous, so I'm gonna shut up and let the scenery do the talking. There's also trails and historical sites you can visit. Just make sure you have a parking pass if you're going to be over 15 minutes. This is kind of the iconic historical site at Cades Cove, and it's the Primitive Baptist Church, established in 1827. And as a total history goober, I can say this site is extremely well preserved. You can even go inside the church and witness the history for yourself. And quite honestly, one of the coolest parts of the Primitive Baptist Church is the graveyard out back. Just for the fact of you can see firsthand basically the entire history of the area. It's just insane to me how old some of these grave sites are. Like this guy, William Hamby, who was born in 1744 and fought in the Revolutionary War. That's crazy! The Primitive Baptist Church is not the only historical site that you can visit while you're at Cades Cove. There's plenty that you will drive by. Feel free to get out of your car and check them out if you wish. You're the worst person to do this type of stuff with. I got nature out in my backyard. I need to see that these people act like they ain't never been to a zoo.
The only thing
What do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say that we've got deer in our yard, we've got wild turkeys crossing the road in our neighborhood. The only thing that we don't have is bears. Just well consider I got. I hope you didn't record that part.
Oh, it's recorded. This whole argument is recorded. I got this shit on camera for posterity.
Up until 5. Hallelujah.
But definitely another historical site that you don't want to miss is the farmhouse at the visitor center. The whole setup is honestly a lot like a little township. Everything considered, including the fact that it's free, Cades Cove is definitely a must-do. And I will be back to go on some of the trails. Pigeon Forge, much like Gatlinburg, is a tourist hub of the Smoky Mountains. That being said, there's no shortage of that type of stuff to do if that's what you're into. No judgment. Just kidding, total judgment. Anyways, it can be hard to sift through it all, so again, what I'm going to do is show you my must-do attractions in Pigeon Forge. First up on that list is the Apple Barn and Cider Mill. Technically in Sevierville, sue me. This is actually a sprawling complex with a lot of stuff to do and could take you up to several hours just to do everything. So be prepared to slow down and spend some time. Probably the main attraction at the Apple Barn is the original farmhouse restaurant. The Apple Barn Farmhouse Restaurant serves a variety of old-fashioned country-style fixins in a very old-fashioned country-style atmosphere. Seriously, people, I love eating here because this is basically the food I grew up on. There's even little bird aviaries where you can become acquainted with some feathered friends. Look at that guy. Every order is served with homemade apple fritters, apple butter, and their home-style apple julep. The food is always really good, but honestly, the fritters and the julep are sometimes why I come here. Every order also comes with a delicious soup and 2 unlimited family-style sides that you pick for the entire table. Reese ordered a grilled pork chop, which looked amazing, and I assume it actually was because she didn't really say anything the entire meal, so pretty sure she enjoyed it. I had chicken cordon bleu, and what can I say? This magnificent menagerie of mess was a delight to have in my mouth. Alliteration aside, people, this meal was nothing short of succulent. Willing to acknowledge that I have nostalgia glasses on, I rate this meal 5 out of 5 golden globes. It was awesome. After you get finished gorging yourself at the farmhouse restaurant, you can check out the Apple Barn Hard Cider Company and see about some of their more liquid assets. The Apple Barn Hard Cider Company building also doubles as a pretty amazing gift shop. I actually bought one of these Mothman t-shirts because I love cryptids and all kinds of weird stuff, so here's just a sample of some of the wares that they offer. Now for the main attraction, there are several counters that you can walk up to and try different types of cider. I tried a blood orange flavored and a red muscadine flavored. I tried the blood orange flavored first and yeah, it was pretty good. You know, had alcohol in it. And then I tried the red muscadine flavored and oh my Lanta. Highly recommend, people. It was fantastic. As a matter of fact, it was so fantastic, I ordered a whole glass for my dessert. But not only is there cider available, they also have different flavors of apple wines. Next, we're going to talk about the other main thing that you have to do with the Apple Barn and Cider Mill, and that is the actual Apple Barn. The Apple Barn is where you'll find all your apple-themed gifts. Apple coffee, apple pancakes, apple candy, dried apples, as well as an assortment of home decor and Christmas goods. I purchased some of their patented and delicious apple butter for my friends. On property, they also got the Candy Apple and Chocolate Factory, which is a kind of old-fashioned candy store. And here's Reese being a total goofball. If you time it just right, you can get a first-hand look at how they make the candy. I love going to these kind of places because honestly it reminds me of my grandparents. They used to make a lot of these hard candies in their kitchen by hand. Another thing you can do while you're at the Apple Barn complex is the creamery, which is pretty much your standard ice cream parlor. I don't know that it gets more complicated than that. They have ice cream, which I didn't try, but Reese said it was amazing. Scale of 1 to 5, what do you rate it?
7.
That's not. I don't have 7. I have 5 golden flip flops. I don't have 7.
Okay, 5.
Sorry the intrusive thoughts won. But while you're at Pigeon Forge, make sure that you intrude in the Old Mill Restaurant. The Old Mill Restaurant is a country-style restaurant built into a mill from the 1800s, and is honestly a quintessential part of Pigeon Forge culture. We actually happened to eat breakfast here one day, and it was amazing. They started us off with orange juice and muffins. Honestly, bread service and juice seems to be a recurring theme up here. Another recurring theme is breakfast that is absolutely massive. Seriously, people, it's bigger than your mom's forehead and offers no apologies. There was biscuits, there was gravy, there were eggs, pancakes, syrup, potatoes, sausage, and some grits that tasted like they came out of a thrift store. Everything was amazing except for the grits for some reason. So yeah, time to stuff the old noggin. This massive man certified breakfast gets the eyebrow flick of approval. So I'm gonna rate this breakfast 4 out of 5 golden flops. Honestly, it was really good, and it only cost like $13, which is insane. And you cannot leave the Old Mill Restaurant without visiting the Old Mill Souvenir Store. But more than the Old Mill Souvenir Store, there's also a whole Old Mill shopping complex right next door, featuring an array of different types of craftsmen. As well as another moonshine distillery. The last stop on my must-do list for Pigeon Forge is Dollywood Theme Park. Right now we're fixing to go to Dollywood. I've never actually been before, but in case you didn't know, Dolly Parton is one of my favorite people on the face of the planet Earth, so I'm a huge fan. 9 to 5 is one of my favorite movies of all time. And this is gonna be awesome. It's my first time going, so I kinda don't know what to expect. But Reese has been before. Is it legit?
It's legit.
You heard it here first, people. We happened to be here when they were set up for Christmas, and oh my goodness, it was like walking into a Hallmark Christmas movie. Your boy was thoroughly enchanted. The first and last thing that you'll come across in Dollywood Amusement Park is the Emporium. The Emporium is the main gift shop and contains Dolly Parton merch as well as theme park merch. While we were here, Dollywood was celebrating their 40th anniversary, and here's all the 40th anniversary merch. The second thing that you'll come across in Dollywood is theaters, and lots of them. Performing theaters like probably every 100 or so feet, featuring bluegrass, gospel, country, rock and roll, everything under the sun. This is truly a music park. But my biggest geek out of the day happened in the Dolly Parton Experience. The Dolly Parton Experience is a museum dedicated to the life and story of the celebrity Dolly Parton. Do your research, people. She's actually a good person. Inside, there are films and exhibits explaining her career in music. Here's a picture of her on the Porter Wagner show, and my granddaddy used to watch her every Saturday or Sunday or whenever it would come on. But honestly, it was just cool to see her entire music career on display. In the same complex, they also have a museum dedicated to her outfits and accessories. They even have one of her tour buses that you can walk through and see what life was like on the road. I'm not even gonna lie right now, this is a borderline spiritual experience. Apart from being one of the greatest museums I've ever been in my life, Dollywood is also a fully featured theme park that contains rides and attractions for guests of just about every age group. I happen to love this ride called the Scrambler. Here's a picture of me and my grandma riding this at the county fair when I was little. The aftermath of that was not pretty. As you can see, they also have a somewhat familiar elephant ride. I've seen this somewhere before, I just can't place it. As well as the cajillion-foot tall Shartomatic 5000. Not today, darling, not today. And if that wasn't enough thrill-seeking, gut-punching, white-knuckle rides for you, they also have roller coasters. And as much as I like seeing my world upside down, I'm gonna stick to the simpler rides today, thank you. Also, just a little fun fact, Dollywood was voted #1 theme park in the US on TripAdvisor, beating out a certain mouse and a certain, water fountain globe that we all know about. So, yeah, congratulations in front of this gratuitous roller coaster footage. If I was actually on this, I'd probably be fighting for my life right now. This is where I would blow chunks. I do actually like thrill rides, guys, but today I decided to keep it calm and simple. You ever seen a fat guy on a merry-go-round? Now you have. We had that merry-go-round struggling, son. Also, a very quintessential thing that you have to ride when you go to Dollywood is the train. The Dollywood train is actually a fully functioning coal-powered locomotive that takes you up the side of the mountain and offers some of the best views of the park. I got to see several of the many roller coasters I wouldn't be doing that day. No thank you. I would also like to remind everybody that this is an actual coal-powered locomotive. So wear your glasses, wear your sunglasses, people. We don't need no embers getting in them eyeballs. Highly unlikely, but it could happen. The next item on our list of things that you have to do when you're at Dollywood is the grist mill. Yes, I know we already did a mill in this video. No, I don't care. Because this one's different. The grist mill is the exclusive location in the park where you can get Dollywood's famous cinnamon bread, which you can watch them make by hand in front of your freaking face. It's pretty awesome. After they make it in front of your face, you can take it with you and stuff the same face that watched them make it. Behold the deliciousness. Don't you find this bread attractive? I know I sure do. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. My relationship with Dollywood cinnamon bread was a romance. It was love at first bite. Netting it 5 out of 5 golden flops. Literally life altering. Honestly, all the food that you can get at Dollywood is supposed to be pretty good. You can actually get a tasting pass. We just happened to have lunch at Miss Lillian's Mill House because that's where we were in the park at the time. So we got us some barbecue. Boy, let me tell you what, this gave me the meat sweats. Smoked chicken with chow chow and pickled cucumbers, mac and cheese and homemade cornbread. And Reese had a bacon mac and cheese baked potato, WTH. You know what I mean? It was good barbecue chicken. I don't know what you guys want from me. You want a description every time I eat something? Well, I mean, it was chicken. 4 out of 5 golden flops. It was good, but the museum was good, the train was good, the chicken and the cinnamon bread was good, but by far the most magical part of Dollywood is the fact that it was Christmas time. And if there's one thing that Dollywood excels at, it is seasonality. There's Christmas decorations and tons of them. There's Christmas themed shows, and everything is beautiful. And everything gets more beautiful when the park lights up at night. Probably the best way to end your Christmas themed day is with the Christmas in the Smokies Broadway style stage show. Seriously, Dollywood pulled out all the stops, not just with this performance, but with the park as a whole. Everyone was friendly, and the entire day was perfect and on point. Alright, so Dollywood is an amazing experience. I don't want to leave. I want to stay here and eat cinnamon bread for the rest of my life. But I got to, because there's more stuff to do. That was an absolute lie. There's not more stuff to do, because this is the end of the video. Well, it looks like that's it for our big fat Tennessee adventure. I hope you guys had fun. I know I sure did. And until next time, peace, love, and palm trees. See ya!